I just start it.
Yeah.
I forgot how to start the podcast.
Say anything, man.
Yeah. Breaking news, episode 3 of the Trent and Alex podcast. It's starting right now.
Woohoo!
I'm Trent.
I'm Alex.
Yeah, you were just supposed to say your name, but okay. Yeah, and we're here. We're live in episode 3. What's going on?
Dude, it's been a hell of a week. I'm feeling a little overstimulated lately.
Ooh.
Yeah, going a little kooky. I kind of need some sunlight in my life. But right now it's storming. We got like a winter storm warning in southern Ontario. It's a whole mess down here.
You lost power today too? You were telling me about that.
Dude, it was a good hour and a half. We had no power. Man.
Oh, Jesus.
Freaking in 2003, when I was just a 10-year-old boy, we lost power for 3 days. And it's like, I thought that was going to happen again because it was like in the same area when I was living here. It's a whole mess, man. You have to drink the milk real quick because you're like, what if we have warmth in our milk? We can't be having that.
No, but if it's winter, just put it outside.
Oh, but it wasn't winter then.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You don't know that much about the blackout of 2003, do you, Trent? And it really shows.
Yeah, I don't.
How about you, man?
In like, I had a quick power outage story, but it went out for like a week or so, and it was like October of 2013, I think, here in Massachusetts.
Whoa.
It's pretty cool. Well, it's cool when you're like a kid, but not when you're an adult. Because I just like hung out and read for like a week, but
yeah,
my parents were like stressing and stuff.
When you're a kid, or like in the modern era, when like everything is now, like how am I supposed to have fun without electricity? Am I supposed to just twiddle my thumbs, break out the Game Boy like when I was a little baby boy?
Yeah, little baby boy. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good week. Work's been good. A little slower this week than usual. Yeah, a couple different projects working on, doing some stuff. Got some Girl Scout cookies.
Man, Trent, he would not shut up about these damn cookies. Like the whole preamble to this podcast, he's like, "Cookies, man! I got all these cookies, and can I make a point of saying something about cookies on the podcast?" It's like, yeah. Jesus, Trent, yes, go ahead.
I mean, I did say quite a bit about them. Mm-hmm. I got two boxes. I got the Samoas and the trefoils. Samoa's like the coconut one.
Oh,
and
I've never tried either of those. Which one's your favorite out of the two?
Ooh, I like the trefoil ones.
But what is that? What's trefoil?
I don't. I'm probably saying it wrong, but it's just kind of like a classic cookie. It's like a biscuit kind of. It's pretty good.
Did you get any of the mints?
What the fuck?
Did you get any of the mints, Trent?
Oh, I like didn't. But my mom
I don't know
did.
what they're called. The
thin mints.
Those are my favorite personally. I like those.
Oh, nice.
The Samoas are good too, though. I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Yeah.
The mint ones. Those are my favorite too.
They're like. They're good, but they're kind of like the vanilla ice cream of Girl Scout cookies. Like, they're kind of...
Which one?
They're good, but they're so standard that you're kind of like... It's like a Hershey's Kiss. Like, you're like, okay. That's,
the trefoil
like,
ones?
I could see someone thinking they're overrated.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Hey, but there's not many people that come out and say, hey, vanilla ice cream is my favorite. And those people, those seem like the most grounded people. They're not boring.
My dad
usually.
does.
I'm
my dad's
I'm one of those people, Alex.
You're one of those people?
I think I'm one of those sickos.
And you know who this sicko is, everybody?
Yeah.
It's LikeAFoxStudios, Michael, everybody.
Michael.
Yeah, look at him pounding those fists like only a Michael can.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, man.
What's up?
Welcome to the show, dude. First guest.
I'm excited. Ooh. I didn't know I was the first one. I thought there would be somebody before me at this point.
Nope.
No.
I'm like the
This is
champagne
third
bottle
one.
broken over the show.
I've only done 3 of these.
Yeah, this is the third one right now.
Yeah.
It's a little baby boy show.
A little baby boy show.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's for baby boys, populated by baby boys.
That's right. Only infants listen to this.
This is actually one of those
You're
shows if you play it for like your womb, like if you put it up to your tummy, the baby comes out like really high IQ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It comes out funnier.
Yeah, it comes out funnier.
These moms like playing like Beethoven and Bach. Their kids like boring, but they listen to this.
Oh,
you got some fetuses listening to this.
Man,
they're gonna be funny.
Imagine having a boring baby, that listened to Mozart for like 8 months. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Put on some freaking Ren and Stimpy for your baby or something, or like.
Yo, this baby's bullshit, dude.
This baby's bunk.
This baby sucks.
Yo, your baby's boring as shit.
Yo, I can tell this baby listens to Beethoven.
How can you tell?
This baby listens to some Vivaldi. I can tell.
Well,
you can always tell.
What's like a sign that the baby listens to Vivaldi?
Boring.
Boring sucks.
Yeah.
It just sucks.
Stupid, boring baby that sucks.
Yeah.
How you doing, Michael?
Imagine being like a babysitter. I'm doing good. I was gonna do a bit, but you know what?
No, you can
I want to like let the viewer imagine what I was gonna say and just roll with it.
Dude, see, that's the thing about
I just
Discord.
heard you say
mystery.
babysitter. Yeah, we're talking over each other.
I'm just straight up stomping on you guys. I feel bad.
No, you're nailing it.
Yeah.
I heard Michael say babysitter, and that's all I heard. So I don't know what the bit was.
Can we imagine what that bit was going to be, and you tell us if we get hot or cold?
Oh.
Yeah, you both finished the bit.
Okay.
Like,
well, the
let's both of you do
babysitter.
it.
Oh, do I go? Oh, okay.
I'm dying out here, man. I'm fucking dying. You got to take over.
The babysitter, they come over to the house and I don't know. and then the parents are like, all right, we'll be back at 9. Just like, give them like pizza, or not pizza, like baby stuff. You give them like baby food, and we'll be back. And then like they go into the baby's room and the baby's got a suit on.
No.
it's playing the music on the record player.
Dude, this baby sucks.
Is that hot or cold?
That's pretty hot. That's honestly like the detailed, nuanced version of what I was gonna say.
Okay, let me try.
That's the finished writing version.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're setting a scene. You have to put in like all like the ambient notes.
It's like a bad creepy pasta, but it's not creepy. It's just boring.
It's just a pasta.
Just a pasta.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yo, how about this? How about the babysitter comes over, okay, and it hears the babysitter like hears music coming from the other room, walks in, and it's the boss baby.
Did he
God,
get
they would get Tobey Maguire for that one. They would get the whole cast.
Oh,
Do you know he's in that?
Tobey
That was his
Maguire
last
from Boss
credit.
Baby? Really?
Yeah, he narrates the Boss Baby.
Oh.
The little kid in Boss Baby, not the baby himself, but the older brother. I saw this in theaters for some reason. Grows into Tobey Maguire.
The Boss Baby
But
expert,
then-
Michael, here.
Boss Baby 2, which I didn't see but I've heard about, takes place in the future, and the cowards didn't keep Toby as the older brother. Now he's like, I think he's that guy from the Sonic movie, whatever that guy is, James something.
Oh man.
They're just like generic cop guy who hangs out with Sonic in the Sonic movie, whatever that actor is.
That guy that's in everything, but I don't know his name.
Yeah, he's in like X-Men, and he's
Mhm.
in a Hop or whatever. He like
Bit of
weirdly keeps talking to animated characters.
Bit of a Mark Wahlberg type.
I
Yep.
saw Boss Baby 1 in theaters back in 2017. I saw it in a mostly empty theater, and a woman with a baby came in. And I came out with a friend. It was me and a friend and like maybe 4 other people in the theater. And a woman comes in with a baby. I'm only assuming the baby was excited to see another baby. She comes in with a baby.
No.
And we're in like the middle of a row, empty theater. She comes in and she sits down right next to me.
Why?
And I like lean over to my friend and I'm like, hey, we're moving right now. Like, this isn't okay. Like, I don't care about looking rude. We need to move, please.
That's unacceptable.
I don't.
Like, she needs to
I
know
don't.
that.
I
Maybe.
felt bad because she seemed like I don't know. She seemed overworked.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she was hoping
Maybe.
to like crack wise with us throughout the movie.
Aw. You were like her
Maybe
one
she
hope.
wanted
Oh,
it.
you go ahead, Trent. I see you've been
Okay,
itching.
I've been teasing that bit for a while. She wanted her baby to be smart, like the Boss Baby. That's what that build-up was for.
Okay.
Yeah.
She brought him in for like a good example.
Yeah. Like
The baby had
the
been like
music thing.
crying and shitting itself. So she was like, okay, come here. This is what a baby should be. Like, she was mad at him.
It was like a lesson. Yeah.
Teaching the kid a lesson. You need to be
Yeah.
cool like this, baby.
I'm imagining just talking to a baby like how you would like reprimand a kid, like sternly, where there's like a baby like playing with blocks and you like go into the room, you're like, get in the car, come on, we're going for a drive. Like, the baby's like doesn't
Is a
understand
baby.
object permanence.
I'm moving now.
Dude, babies need a stern talking to sometimes. You see the way they act? They literally
They
poopy
need to
their
be humbled.
pants.
That's fucked up.
That's so fucked
Somebody
up.
needs to take babies down a peg.
Yeah. They've had it too good for too long.
We
They've sat at the
elevate
top.
babies to this like top level, but they're like babies are mid, dude. They're low tier.
Yo, babies are so mid.
Am I using that word right?
Yeah, your baby's pretty mid. That's what that babysitter bit should have been. Is you get back from the babysitter and they're like, he was a bit mid.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
He
is
was
that
kind of
bad?
basic.
It's like, no, it's like in the
It's
middle.
bad.
Literally what mid means. I've noticed like when people want to like discredit something, they call it mid. Like I don't know if you guys listen to Hassan Piker at all, but whenever he kind of like wants to, you know, downplay something, he'll call it mid. But it's like, I feel like he should be saying low for what he intends to call these things. That is very low. But the hip thing is to
Yeah.
say mid.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I guess the idea is that you would want only the good stuff, you know? Like,
Mm.
if your favorite movie's mid, it's like, and that's your favorite?
Oh.
You're wasting your time on mid stuff?
Yeah.
Only
and
the best for me.
It's almost
It's not
worse.
like it's like bad. Yeah, like if it was like bad, then it's like funny.
Oh, gotcha. So
Yeah.
mid is actually the worst?
Is being average worse than being worse?
What the fuck? You heard it first here on the Trent and Alex podcast.
'Cause
Being
at least
average
if you're
is
lame,
terrible.
if you're worse
Is
and
this
you're
what, like,
bad, then you
philosophers do?
stand for something. Yeah, pretty much.
They just sit around, they're like, is bad actually better than fine?
Yeah.
That's Plato.
If you're bad, at least you stand for something. But if you're mid, you fucking suck.
Mid fucking sucks. That's
Fucking suck.
Socrates said that.
Yeah. Plato.
Dude. Man. All right. You know what I think it is? I think maybe
What?
if you guys want to, unless there's something
Yeah.
something pressing, we should
Oh,
dig in.
I have something pressing.
Yes.
Michael, how was your day? I forgot if we asked.
It was good. It was you know what? It was kind of mid. I gotta say, actually.
Oh no!
Oh.
It was fine.
That's
I did some work. My jobs, they kind of like, I work at homes, and they were kind of like, hey, can you do this thing? And I was like, sure. But I was like waiting on some files. It's not their fault, but it was one of those things where I was like all day kind of like, oh man, I really wish I could work on something else right now. But
Yeah.
kind of just waiting.
Gotcha.
But I'm supposed to game later. We're kind of snowed in here in Missouri. Nice. I doxed myself, granularly. Like,
Damn.
you guys have a big rectangle to pick out of. But
Mhm.
yeah, nice snow day.
Missouri's right next to Massachusetts.
Yeah, it's because of the M's. That's why they name it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Montana's on the other side.
America's in alphabetical order. All the
Yep.
states.
Yes.
That's how it works. Dude.
Trying to think if anything else interesting has happened. I gotta. You guys are familiar with this? You guys ever get a comment from a bigger channel? You get that interesting notification on one of your videos.
Yep.
I got one of those today. That's always nice. I got
What's
from
it
a
from?
channel I've been watching for a while. It's kind of a long explanation. My newest video, at the time of recording this, is like a parody of another YouTuber I really like, who does like Star Wars lore videos.
Mhm.
So I did basically his style, but I talked about the penguins of Madagascar.
Yeah.
And I
really
just made up a
funny.
bunch of lore.
Mhm.
And he found it. He's seen it, and he commented like, "Perfect, love it." And I was like,
Aw.
because he's just a fun, sweet dude.
Yo,
So that
that's
was
awesome.
cool. That's the big thing.
I love those. Just like random people that you know of comment. They don't happen very often for me, but when they do, it's like, like a little pat on the back. I get to feel good for a little
What's your
bit.
guys' favorite? What's your guys' favorite like random people who've commented on you before?
Ooh.
Because it's like an interesting feeling, and we're all kind of at a size where like it's happened, but like it's rare. Like, it's no one crazy.
The one I can think of is Cracker Milk, right off the bat. Cracker Milk comments on, especially if I do like haiku stuff, they'll notice. 1 second. Trent, your video is beyond fucked right now.
What?
It's like all blue and pixely. Do you see that, Michael?
It looks pretty normal on my end.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
I just
video that
opened
the viewer is going to get is all blue and
No.
fucky. So,
Oh man.
dude,
Sure.
I'm sending...
Maybe
now your video just died. Hold up. Okay, it's okay. We can cut that.
No, I did that on purpose.
There you go. You're fixed now.
Oh,
Trent's back, everybody. He didn't die.
he's blue and fucked.
He's... But yeah, mine
This guy's
was Cracker Milk. They were nice. The Australian dudes. What about you, Trent?
Those guys are good.
Oh man, I don't know. I can't think of any off the top of my head.
You don't respect anyone on
Really?
YouTube.
You get like a
That's
lot of comments.
Yeah.
I've always thought that. Alex, maybe you
guess.
can agree with me on this. Isn't Trent's audience like very engaged?
very engaged. Like,
Very.
I'll go to his comments, and there's so many comments, and I'm like, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
it really
It's
is.
cool.
It's really
Like,
cool. It gets very sweet. I'm frankly jealous. Like, it's very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's
It's
doing
very,
something perfect.
I don't know. It's unexpected. I don't know.
You know why it is? It's because Trent
It's
is
like-
so damn charismatic and lovable. He's a sweet
Thank you.
boy.
I'm very charming.
Without a doubt.
Yep.
I don't know. It's like this weird. I'm just like looking through my comments. It's like a weird mix because it's a lot of people that I've found either after I started making stuff with Joel or started my channel. So it's like there's not like a channel that I've been watching for a while that's like reached out to me, if that makes sense.
Oh.
So yeah.
Okay.
I got a Dolan Darker comment once. That was pretty
Really?
cool.
Ah.
That was on my Reddit video. Where like the guy gets thrown into the locker at the last second. It's like it's pretty dumb, but it's from like last year, and that was like a big comment on it, and I was like, yo.
Yeah.
I think he
that's
was subbed. I don't know if he is anymore, but he was subbed for a second, and I was like, cool. But he's subbed to like 1,000 people. They all are. Like every big account is. But it's cool.
That's like funny guy
Still cool.
royalty right there. Dolan Darker.
It was pretty sick.
That's like, it's like back in the day, if you got a comment from like iDubbbz or like H3 or something, it's like, ooh. Or like Filthy Frank, it's like, oh my God. You just had like the comedy gods descend upon you. And Dolan Darker was like part of that clan. Old YouTube, man.
Old YouTube.
Damn.
How long have you been a YouTube
like
enjoyer?
2018.
Oh.
An enjoyer?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm more on it now than ever. But like, I've probably been on it as much as I am now for like 3 or 4 years. But I probably started actually getting interested. Like, I feel like I followed some channels, but like nothing really that much all the way until like 2016. I feel like that's everybody, like our age too. Like that's when YouTube like tripled in size. It was like 2016. But yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. How about you, Trent? I don't think I ever asked you that.
I've been on it for a while,
Yeah.
poking and perusing. I watched a lot of Smosh. I used to hang out with one of my neighbors a lot. We would watch Smosh all the time, like the old school, the food battles. I remember that. Just like the general, just old Smosh videos.
Man.
I was just thinking about this the other day. I watched this guy called Wheezy Waiter, and I'm like just remembering how much he influenced my sense of humor. So if anyone happens to see this and knows him or watches him, I've watched him.
Let's get that Wheezy Waiter collab. Bring him back.
He's literally the reason that I have a beard, because he would joke about having a beard, and I was like, 13. I'm like, oh man, I want a beard. And now here I am.
When I was 13, I wanted a beard so fucking bad, and like, all I can get is this like little baby stash, dude.
Even now,
like, see the chin stuff. Like, there's some slight grayness there,
stuff.
some stubblies. That's it. And look, check this out.
Nice.
I don't think I've ever showed this to anyone on the internet. Look at this, okay? If I fold it up, there's no mustache growing there. It's naked for half my lip. You see that?
so you have like a line, and it's just really long.
Yeah, it's so dumb. I don't have a whole mustache. I have like a mustache like flap, like a comb over, but it's a mustache.
Two episodes in a row, very close up on Alex.
Hey, this is interesting shit, man. This is what people need.
I agree.
Oh,
Alex, how about yourself? How long have you been on the internet, on YouTube?
Dude, way too long. Not way too long. It's been good the whole time. But basically, like 2007, like Smosh putting out their music video for their lip sync for the Pokemon theme song. That was like the first thing I saw on YouTube, and I was like, oh, these guys are funny. Like, lip syncing? That's hilarious. So I followed them from there. I watched all their sketches. Fucking Boxman, Easy Step. Those were banging memes, okay? And, yeah, I've
those
been on...
people are Smosh videos.
Pardon?
I said, are those people or Smosh videos?
Smosh videos.
Okay. I guess I'm not
yeah.
that big of a fan as I thought I was.
I was watching everyone, man. I watched Kev Jumba. I don't think he's been around for a while.
Kev
Jumba, yeah. Ice One Cube, when I wanted to get buff. I was like a teenager, all scrawny boy, and I was like, I want to be buff. So I'm going to learn from this guy who is buff. Yeah. That's that, though. It's my whole life, man. And I wanted to do YouTube so bad when I saw Smosh do it, and I fucking waited a whole 10 years to even consider it.
Yeah.
I was like paralyzed with fear. Did you guys have fear around video making?
Not really.
No?
Here, you go, Trent, because yours is much more interesting, because you started just now.
I was just kind of thrust into it.
That's true.
Yeah. If you told like 13-year-old me that I would do that, I would not believe you at all, because I've always been such a little shy guy, a little quiet guy. But yeah, I was just kind of making some with Joel throughout high school. I would get like really nervous when we would do them in high school. I don't know why. But yeah, and then we started doing them last couple of years or last year, and yeah, and then I was kind of like I should do this myself, because like I got some ideas and stuff I could make, and I just didn't know that I wanted to. So, but yeah,
it's pretty nice.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was younger,
Yeah,
I would not have done it. Sorry.
Oh, you go.
No, I was just saying when I was younger, I probably would not have wanted to do it.
I've been making videos for since middle of high school, but I didn't ever think of it as making them for anybody online, you know? Like, I think that's pretty common that you're like, oh, I'm just making stuff and I'll put it on Facebook and send it to my friends and stuff. And it wasn't until a few years ago that I really had any random people coming in and watching anything I made. So I don't think I was thinking about it until then, and then I was like, oh shit, I should do that. But until then I was really just like, let's make this for Kevin. I don't know a Kevin. But were I to know a Kevin, he was my audience.
Yeah.
Man, Kevin is a lucky guy. And you know what? I think because of that, because of how you started making videos, that's it puts you in the right mindset right away, I think. Because if you're making them, for your own enjoyment or for a friend's enjoyment, as opposed to just trying to please the invisible masses, it puts you in the right headspace right away, to make your own unique kind of brand of video.
Well, it's you have to come up with what you like to do first then. Because if I just went oh, I want to make YouTube videos, I realistically would just have gone I would just comment over stuff, right? That's, I don't want to say it's easy, but that's what was popular when I really started kicking into it. That would have been what I did. But instead I was no, I make films, so I'm going to do that. And then I make the stuff I make now. So
yeah. Commentary is always going to be hot. But
it's good. I watch
addictive.
commentary.
I watch it every day.
Yeah. It's very consumable, I'll give it that. But you got to know what your lane is, what you would derive the most happiness from. That's crazy.
Damn, dude, that's crazy.
Damn, dude, that's insane. Hey, what do you say we answer the people's questions, because I harassed them on the Discord enough for them.
I don't have the chutzpah to at everyone like you do.
To add everyone?
It makes me nervous to type at everyone. It's just
dude, it's your Discord. You can...
I know, it makes me nervous,
You can slap them around if you want.
Yeah. I don't want it.
Oh, that's okay. I'll be here. I'll be here to annoy people. I don't really mind so much. All right. T-Lank asks, any burning questions for the next episode? We may or may not have a guest. It's not the creature, I swear. So do you guys have any questions for the podcast?
That was my announcement to everyone.
Oh, but you put it in question moment, so I thought it was a question.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't know if we were gonna announce that it was you, Michael. So I was like, we had a secret guest.
But it's not the creature.
Are you the creature, Michael?
Oh my God!
No freaking way! No.
Holy fuck! It's a creature.
Yo!
Creature.
Yeah! It's the creature! Yeah! Yeah!
Let's go!
Let's go!
Let's fucking go!
All right, want to do a speed round? Just get through them. All right.
I want to do those two ones from last week that we didn't do.
Oh, Was it that guy you know? I think he's asked a couple times the college question, eh?
Yeah, let's answer that.
Okay. So, that guy you know, 52, asks, I'm curious about what college degrees you two have and if you regret your decision to get those. And we can definitely put Michael in that too.
Yeah.
All right, let's start with you, Trent.
So it was what degree do you have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you regret
I have a Bachelor of Science in National Security and a minor in History. And I regret it in the sense that I have a lot of money to pay back. and I'm not doing anything in that field. So, yes, I do regret it. But I had a good time at college, and yeah. So I don't regret college, but I regret getting my degree in what I got it in, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah.
How about you, Michael?
I got a degree in film studies and digital media, digital story media. It was made up, but it's just the other film studies. There were two degrees I could get that I would take all the same classes, and I'd walk out with 2 diplomas, so I did that. I don't regret it, because in college, especially in like a film program, you have to make a bunch of stuff, and for me that got me to really kick like YouTube into gear. Everything I made in college is on YouTube.
Nice.
And so
I didn't know that.
like people in my college were making like these kind of all this stuff, and everything I was making I was like, well, I know what I want to do. I want to make like comedy films. So a lot of my higher budget stuff on my channel was from college. I met a lot of really cool connections, and my YouTube helped me get my job that I have now. So it was worth it, but I probably should have gotten some scholarships, because I didn't take that seriously, getting scholarships, and now I have a large hole that I need to start shoveling my money into. And it gets deeper every day. So get scholarships if you're not in college yet. Go get a bunch. Get a grant.
Yeah. And to lead into mine, definitely know what you want to do ahead of time. And if you don't want to do something, don't feel pressured to get into it immediately. Okay?
Yes.
Because I succumbed to the pressure. I didn't know what I wanted to do coming out of high school. So I went into advertising and marketing something. It had a whole ass title, and it was the worst shit. It was like so not suited for me. I don't know why I took it. It's just I felt the pressure. So I dropped out of that, and then I went into a general arts diploma. Just like to buy time, because like I thought like you needed to be in school to buy time until you decided what you wanted to do with school. So
I see.
I'm a whole dumbass, by the way. So after that, I went into the animation program because one of my general arts teachers was an animator, and I was like, you know what? That's something I really wanted to do when I was a kid. I haven't thought about it since then. So let's try it out. So I went to school for it. And then 2 years into school for animation, I got hired out of it for my first job. So I never finished that program. So when I think, like, do I regret it? Like, being indecisive in the beginning, for sure, regret all that. I can't really regret animation school, though, because I flaked it off a bunch to just animate stuff at home anyway. So it was basically like student loans to just do what I want.
So you would like skip it to do your own projects, kind of?
Yeah, because I don't want to model a fucking 3D head. I want to make a cartoon. That's what I came to school for.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Also, I met my fiance Marina. I met her in school, so
the lovely Marina.
I can't regret that. If I regret that on air, it will not bode well for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we?
Right.
Oh,
Oh, well, that's convenient.
why
I was-
did you
want- so
kick
you want me to
Mike? Why did
pause?
you
What the
kick
fuck?
Alex out, dude?
Oh no, we're
This
off
is
the
the
air
Trent
now.
and Michael podcast. Oh, hey, Alex, what's up?
Back.
That's convenient. I was about to say, can we take a quick break so we can use the bathroom?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, cool.
Grab a
I'll be
piss,
back.
my dude.
In a few quick moments.
Michael's actually gonna go read.
In a moment. What did you say?
I said Michael's going to poop.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not, dude.
Hey guys, it's Midnight Alex here, editing this podcast, and it looks like the audio got messed up for the rest of the podcast, so I have to pull the Discord audio, and that's what you're gonna listen to. All right, hope that doesn't enrage you. Love you, bye. Dude, I love the look at where you're living.
This disgust. You like that? Watch this. This is what happens when I go to my kitchenette.
Let's see. Do you
where that is.
do you genuinely like bonk your face often?
I have bonked it one time. My girlfriend has run full force into it twice.
Oh,
The first week we moved in, I walked into my room one time. We were like, oh, let's go watch a movie downstairs. I walk into my room and she's on the ground. Like, looks like she's been knocked out. She isn't, but she's not like whimpering. She's just sitting there like really like
Coming
so
to
hurt
terms.
that she's sad. Like not hurt to a degree where she's like, ow, fuck. Hurt where she's like, I need a break. Like, why did this happen tonight? I
Oh,
feel so bad.
Trent, we're talking
What is
about.
this?
You see that block to the left of Michael's head on the ceiling?
Yes.
His girlfriend
Oh.
ran full force into it and smashed her face on it.
Oh, no.
She's
Oh,
been
no.
smashed on it. You guys like you can faintly make it out. Do you like my Kyle XY poster? You guys remember Kyle XY on the Sci-Fi Network?
Yeah.
Dude,
He didn't have a belly button.
I can't
He
faintly make
had
that
no
out at
belly
all.
button. Yeah, it's pretty dark.
Blocking your. It's like when you're playing Minecraft. You put a block in the wrong
It is.
spot.
It's like I've been griefed.
Mm.
Let me see if the headphones work. I think they will. Last pretty long, so if they have like 10% battery, that's a lot. Be able to keep going. Oh, what? Just really quick. They're like 30% battery. That's really good.
Yeah, that's a lot of battery. That's almost mid battery,
That's
Whoa.
that's low mid battery.
which we know is better than mid.
Get some ASMR.
Oh, yeah.
Diabetic guy who's gonna be diabetic pretty soon. ASMR.
Diabetes just hits different. All right. You want to jump right back into it, boys?
Ready?
Yep.
I guess we could put that that part where your girlfriend smashed her face. We could put that in because Trent was showing up just at that moment.
Yeah, throw it in.
Okay. Marathon asks, what camera equipment do you guys use?
Ooh. Starting.
It almost seems like it's an offensive question because of like how you guys just didn't want to jump on that. Like how dare you marathon?
Oh, what kind of camera equipment, man?
That's a little. Here, I'll get my camera.
Oh, there it is.
I use. Let me pull it off here. Get the fuck off. It is a Canon Vixia HFR52 camcorder.
I think I have one of those.
You have this?
Yo,
Quick, let me find it.
I want to.
Oh my
I
God.
like this little show and tell. Can I go get my camera
Get your
too?
camera, man. Go get it
No.
while he's running. All right, now you're on the Alex podcast. Now the show gets good. While these boys are off rummaging, just shuffling through their goods, it's all Alex all day, baby. Yeah. Well, now that it's the Alex show, now I can get real with you guys. I get sad sometimes. Sometimes I get real sad. Until it hurts.
Alex, before you realize something about your feelings, I have the same camera.
Are you fucking serious? Yo! He does.
Yo.
Yeah.
Oh
It's the
my
same one
god.
and everything.
You can shoot Alex Martin style sketches with that.
Does it say 28 times advanced zoom?
Dude,
Holy
mine
cow.
says 57 times advanced zoom.
Holy shit. Got the newer model.
What's yours is the HF what? It should say on the back here.
R21.
R21. Oh damn.
One. But that's not my main camera.
It's like from the same line. Oh yeah, your camera is much crisper than mine.
I have one of these guys. Which is a Lumix 5. These are shockingly affordable. Affordable quote unquote, because any DSLR will run you a lot of money. But the Lumix S5, it was a graduation gift, so if you can get it for a gift, that's best because it's
Yeah, free is better than not.
I think it's
free.
like,
That's how I got my camera.
let me look up how much it costs because I don't want to tell a lie about it. But
Show yours, Trent.
It's,
in the meantime,
Yeah.
while he's looking that
I got
up.
mine was a little gift. I got the same one that Mr. Joel has, the Black
Whoa.
Magic 4K Pocket. I think Pocket. Yeah.
That thing is so
Just a
fucking
little
fancy.
guy.
What the hell?
Yeah. It was a very nice present. I was looking to get a camera for myself, like for a cheap one, and my birthday was like just coming up, and Joel was like, "Oh, I'll help you look for one," and then he just kind of bought it for me, and I was like, "Oh man, it was really nice."
Joel's such
And
a
he
nice
he
guy.
like it?
Mhm. He's the best, and he loaned me a lot
He
of his
liked
old equipment. So
like the Black Magic because I almost got one of those, but I was
I
held
love
off.
it. I love it.
Yeah, they're pretty swanky. How much was that Lumix? Did you find it?
Yeah, I just looked it up. So you can get the body, put it back, but you can get the body of it for like 1,700. Like it's not crazy bad. But you can get it with like a zoom lens, which I used until like September, which is when I got my other lens.
Okay.
I only have 2 lenses for it. I have a 50, and then it comes with a lens that's like 20 to 60. And it does its job. It's pretty good. It's that together, it's like 2,200. So expensive, but it's like, I've had it for a little over a year now. Kind of epic.
It is pretty
and
epic.
it shoots 4K. It shoots like 5K now, I think, because there's an update. And it shoots all these different frame rates. It can do 60 frames. I don't think it could do more than that, but I might be wrong.
Damn.
Kind of a big. It's incredibly lightweight. I'm using the same tripod I used. This was my camera because it's super lightweight.
Damn. I think you're selling me on the Lumix right now. I just picked this thing up today, like 2 hours
you
ago.
got this.
You see this bad boy?
Oh baby.
The Sony Handycam Vision High 8 cassette, baby.
Cassette. Let's go.
Yeah, look at this bad boy open here. Yeah, you see that?
Oh my god.
So good.
You see that? Just
Oh,
pop
it's
out?
automatic.
Yeah.
It's an automatic slider.
You put that back in, and then it just slides back in. Ba-bam!
Smooth.
$15.
Like butter.
Oh, yeah. Can't
Insane.
wait. I just bought tapes for it, so wait for those to ship in, and then we're going to have some 4.3 magic going on the Alex Martin's channel. All right.
That's exciting.
Found footage Alex Martin's video.
That's right. All right, next question. Tempest asks, when was the last time you dropped a raw egg and it cracked and spilled everywhere on the floor? Mine was 10 seconds after asking that last question.
Oh my God.
I did it
The,
faster than you did.
the last time was 0 seconds
0
for
seconds ago.
Alex. Dang.
All right. Next
I don't know.
question.
Oh, we didn't get to answer that one?
Oh,
That's kind of fucked up.
sorry. Oh, okay. You go ahead, Trent.
Do you have a really like pressing answer, Trent?
No, not
Just
really.
drop it today.
No, in college I did a couple times. I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah.
I can't think of a recent example.
Trent was such a butterfingers back then.
Yeah.
He be dropping eggs. How about you, Michael? You an egg dropper?
I've never done anything on accident.
Wow. Wow.
Every egg dropped was on purpose.
Wow.
Did you guys do an egg drop
Dang.
in public school? Did you like build a cage around it and drop it off the
I'm a big-
building?
I'm a big nerd. I won.
You won?
Yes. The
Trent
physics
was your
master. I failed physics in college, but in high school I was the freaking king. Yeah.
That's
So
where
you gotta-
your mind
What was your
plateaued.
The
device?
trick. You want to know the trick to winning?
What's the trick?
You have to balance your forces. None of this mamby-pamby, one side heavier, none of that. It's got to be balanced. Okay.
Okay.
What you do is you do a little cage inside just protecting the egg. What I did was 2 little like wax Dixie cups, and you put like cotton balls inside and the egg inside too. You do that, and I forget how we did it, but we somehow there's like an outside shell too, like a big plastic thing, a big plastic box. And what you can do is you can kind of loop a rubber band to connect them on all the corners. You see what I'm saying?
Kind of like a shock mount for a microphone.
Yeah, exactly. So you do that and you kind of mount it so it's got like 8 points inside where it can move around, and then you fill it with like cotton balls or marshmallows and you win.
Well, in your case, you win because you're a fucking physics boss in grade school.
We were almost disqualified though because like the lid of the plastic outside thing broke, and I was like, the egg didn't break though.
Yeah.
And I just like taped it and I kept going and I won.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man.
Sorry
Didn't
to
know
rant
that
about
we,
that, but
Yeah, you
that's
kinda,
something I feel very passionate about is the egg drop.
You kind of flexed on us with the egg drop knowledge there.
Sorry,
That's
I'll
okay.
shut up now.
Dude, it's
I'm gonna be thinking for the rest of this that there's a mess next to Alex.
You want me to clean that up?
Yeah, can you show
I
yourself?
don't. I want this to go on for like hours more.
Oh,
I know that there's like ants and stuff going to it.
conflicting forces. Leave it or clean it up on cam so we can.
The creature will clean it
The
up.
creature will get it.
Oh,
The creature will
that's
get
Yeah, this creature.
That's true.
it. All right. Dallas asks, "Can I have $1?"
Sure.
Yeah.
Not.
It's
hard for me.
Unanimous answer. Very good.
There you go. You got yourself $1, Dallas.
Got $3. Or wait. Yeah.
Zuryai got went a little crazy. Gave each of us our own personalized question.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Question for Alex: weed? Yeah, I guess.
That's the question.
Yeah.
Weed?
Question for Trent: if someone gave you the power to raise skeletons, would you use them for mundane, everyday tasks?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know what else. I wouldn't really use them for forces of evil because I don't really have any evil intent. But
Yeah, like if
I guess
you're not a supervillain, what else would you use them for other than mundane tasks?
chores. They can mow the lawn, clean my car,
Exactly.
brush my teeth.
It's
Brush their
basically
teeth.
the only option. Yeah, brush their bones. Would you brush your bones if you were a skeleton, or just your teeth?
Oh.
I mean, I guess you're not rubbing sugar on your arms, right? So.
I feel like you could just take a shower as a skeleton, right?
Yeah, true.
I get the dust off you.
Proper bone maintenance.
Do bones get dusty when exposed to the elements?
I'll have to ask
Right?
her that.
I'm kind of
And
disturbed that Trent's gonna bring skeletons back to life, like to work.
Oh man, yeah, that's a little cruel.
Sorry, someone's got to do it.
Matt,
If not
I'm on
me,
your
it
side
could be.
again.
What was that?
I'm on your side again.
Okay. Yeah, it could be like a really bad
Someone's
guy
gotta
doing
do
it.
it.
But yeah, it's me doing it, so it's okay. But if it was a really bad guy, it'd be bad. He's doing bad stuff with them.
Because Trent, a good guy.
I'm a good guy.
Question for Michael: do you like Trent and Alex?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I don't like how you had to think about that.
As YouTubers, quite a bit. As peers, sure. As brothers, I don't know about that yet.
Hey, we haven't quite
Figuring
got
that out.
there, but like,
Getting to that point still.
hey, not against it. Not against it.
As YouTubers,
Warriors?
yes.
I know.
As friends, no, I hate them. They're enemies.
Oh, here we go. One for Michael. Crazy Chicken asks, what are Michael's thoughts on No Way Home, and does he feel like his skit has aged well or poorly or at all?
I liked the movie. I'm a little Marvel guy. I like those Marvel movies. I find them to be, no, they're not the most amazing movies, but I have a lot of fun with them. And I liked the movie quite a bit. I wondered if people thought I was gonna hate that movie because that skit was kind of
Goofing
roasting, but it was
Yeah.
I was like, it's a silly idea, but it was done well in the movie. I thought I had a friend next to me who was nudging me whenever they were like pointing at each other and was like, "You did that." I was like, "It's not a I did it because I was pointing out how not clever you'd have to be to come up with it. It's not like
Yes.
yeah, but it was a good movie. That was a fun movie. And I think the video's aged, I guess, poorly just because there's not really a reason to watch it anymore. It was kind of leading up to a movie release. Now everyone's seen that movie. You don't really need to watch the video ever again. Like it's funny, but it's also like, okay. It's kind of like those what are those, like how it should have ended, those videos?
Right.
Those are funny, but like
Yeah.
5 months after a Batman movie comes out, you never need to watch one of those. It's kind of over.
You're not like going back and binge watching those, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I see.
You know, personally,
It's a good question.
I think it aged pretty well because, like, the whole shtick of the movie, it was anchored on that like multiverse thing, and the bulk of your sketch was multiverse bits, you know, and just like how kooky it could get. So like you remember making it in the time where like everyone was responding to like, you know, like speculating on what the trailer actually means and what's gonna come of it. But it really is like, I think, reflective of the movie as a whole too, because like the whole movie is that too. Like, obviously not all on a rooftop and endless Spider-Man's coming out, but it's same shtick. They just and now I see a rhino in the clouds. What? Rhino? Do you remember that part where like the rhino bad guy was just in the clouds, just like a mention of him, but he wasn't in the movie? It's like, why do that?
Just silhouette.
Yeah.
You know what I thought was interesting with that video? I got a lot of comments that said, "This rips off Family Guy." I spent like a month being like,
What?
did Family Guy do a Spider-Man joke? They do like a multiverse? I was like, what? Like, what about this is from Family Guy? And I found it. There's an episode of Family Guy, which is not really. I was like, oh, I get how people think that, but that's funny. There's an episode of Family Guy that involves like they keep popping up, and then they're by the end there's like 50 Stewies or something, and they keep popping through like I guess through like time travel. It's like by the end there's like 20 of them all talking over each other, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess
Yeah.
I get it. But for the longest time, I was terrified. I was like, did I watch Family Guy like 8 years ago and like forget it and then reinvented it like on accident? Like, you
Mm.
ever do that? You ever like write a joke and you're like, fuck, is that like from Scary Movie? And you like,
Yes.
you've almost shot it and then you're like, oh God, that's from Scary. Like, ugh, like
Yeah.
such a
Mm.
good bit.
I've had it happen after the
Or,
fact, like where I released it and then I found out it was kind of like someone else's video. Like my knife challenge
fun.
video where like I end up like just stabbing my hand aggressively and breaking a bone inside. Like Sven Johnson had done a video which I actually hadn't seen. It was just like a coincidence. Like he was doing a knife challenge thing and he was also using a mannequin hand, but he was like going off the board or like on the board on the hand, on the board on the hand, okay? like that. And I was just
Mm.
like stabbing the hand continuously with like blood and shit.
Mm.
So like the tone was different, but it was basically the same shtick. Hey, we're stabbing our hand. Felt bad.
I have like a specific joke, and it's from I think it's the first video on my channel right now. It's pretty old, but it's not my first video. It's just like an old video. It was this old skit I made in high school, and there's a joke in it where there's a character who's a ghost, and he says, there's another character who's like, oh, like, so, like, tell me more interesting stuff about being a ghost. It's like, oh, I know Jesus. And he's like, oh, yeah? And he's like, yeah, he's Chinese. Just like a really random joke. And then, like, 2 years ago, my roommate had his friend over, and he was he was in our living room. He was watching Family Guy, which I just thought was funny. This grown man. Family Guy is fine. You can watch it. But I just thought it was funny. He was watching Family Guy in our living room.
Yeah.
And I was like peeking in, and I heard Stewie and Brian talking to each other, and Brian's like had died or something. I don't know. It was like an old episode, and Stewie's like, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, oh, I met Jesus. He's surprisingly Chinese. And I like took psychic
Yo.
image because I was like, that's a pretty funny old video I made in high school. Oh, I hate it now. Like
No.
I didn't
Mm.
even I know I wrote I wouldn't like there would have been no sport in ripping off a Family Guy joke. It must have been that I thought I wrote that because I was like that's random and funny, and then like had seen it a year or two before and totally missed it. I like it's brutal and it's still up, so I've exposed myself now. If you guys ever want to,
Dude, there's no shame
leave a
in it.
comment.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
mean,
how. Sorry,
it's-
Trent. You go.
I was gonna say it's kind of like that Simpsons thing. Like in regards to Family Guy, like there's like what is it, 25 seasons or 20 something seasons of it. So it's like there's bound to be at least one joke an episode that someone's accidentally ripped off, like
Yeah,
without even seeing the show or seeing a certain episode. So
exactly.
The worst thing is when someone gives you an idea and you workshop it into something you saw a year ago. I had a friend of mine who I shoot a lot of stuff with had this idea that was like, what if there was I forget what it was, but it was like what if there was like a CPR, a guy who's like dying and he needed CPR, and so someone pulled up a YouTube video and they were
I know that
like,
video.
oh, do this, and it's a Wizards with Guns skit. They have a
Oh,
skit that's exactly that, where it's a guy
yeah,
choking,
yeah.
and it's like it's so similar because I
Mm.
was like trying to workshop him into like, well, what if you pull up the video and it's like ads, and then they like are doing a whole intro and they do a sponsored segment, not realizing that I'm explaining a Wizards with Guns video I saw a year before
That's a really
that,
good
and
video.
we were like planning this. We were like, this is perfect. This is hilarious. Let's shoot it. Then I was like, wait a second. It sounds a little familiar. And then we looked it up like the weekend before we were gonna do it. I was like, ah.
Yeah.
That is a really funny video. As soon as you were talking about it, I'm like, I know the exact video.
Those guys are
So
great.
good.
Yeah.
What do they? How do they do that? They do so much. They do like a full skit every week with like relatively great production value.
Yeah.
I want to get them on the show. I want to. I want to hear them talk.
Yeah.
They're
Oh man,
You guys are
I'd love to
crazy.
have them.
I would love to have them too. They seem like a little like reserved almost, like they're in their own little world. You know what I mean? Like they don't collab at all.
They seem to like know everyone they collab with. Feels like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like
So
they're more
funny.
comfortable
That
doing
the
that.
curly haired guy is so funny. The other guy's funny too, but he's so good. Kills me.
I love the expressions on the one guy that isn't the tall skinny guy. The third like
The third guy.
His big reactions always get me. Just no matter what, doesn't even need to have context. Love wizards with guns.
So good.
Good guys.
Let's see here.
Oh, I don't think I answered that question.
Oh yeah.
What was the? It was about.
Oh, it was for Michael. Like,
Oh, yeah.
do you feel that? Well, I mean, you can add your opinion. Did Michael's sketch age poorly? The one about Spider-Man.
No, that's good. I still think it's really fun. It's still a really funny video, no matter what. I love that one.
Thank you, Trent.
Sorry, I thought there was like another question. I'm like,
You kind of jumped around. We were talking about like ideas that were like parallel thinking. Did you have something for that?
Kind of. Well, I mean, my thing is just people compare me to Joe Pera all the time. And I'm like, I do like him. I like his shows, and I hadn't watched his show until after I started making stuff, and I was like telling one of my friends, I'm like, I'm nervous to watch it and then accidentally like take it over, and I'm like, no, no, that's not gonna happen because I'm my own guy. I got my own sense of humor.
Or if you watch it
Done
and
that
just end up
before.
hating it, and you're like, this is what people think about when they see me.
Yeah. What the heck? I love Joe
Done
Pera
that
though.
before
He's
where,
very
like,
funny.
Done that before where like you have an idea for something and you're like, oh, someone's like, oh, that sounds like this, and you're like, I can't watch it because right now I have like the untainted idea, and if I write it, it's original.
Yes.
If I watch that thing, I'm gonna be like, that should happen. Like that's what should be happening instead.
Yeah.
I did almost have that after I watched it. Like I started recording something and I'm like, I am doing the same thing he does with his voice and I can't do that. So I just stopped that.
It's why I don't
like
watch...
completely unintentionally. But
yeah, it's why I don't watch a lot of sketches. Like, I don't go looking for them. Like, usually someone sends me something and then I'll, watch it. Or if it's like a friend's sketch, like if you guys are uploading, I'll be like, I'll be there. I don't usually have a funny comment to say, so I'll just like, haha, carry on with my day. But I find if I like binge too many sketches, I'm going to be starting to lift people's timing, their style, and I don't want to like be a clone. Yeah. All right. Fugas asks, Alex, I like you. Will you buy me a car, please? Yes, Fugas, I'll buy you a car.
Yo.
There was a good question here. I think two more. You guys down for two more questions and then we're good?
Yeah.
Down for 100 more.
Holy shit.
All right. Let's do 100 questions.
Keep them coming.
All right. So, what is a conspiracy theory that you actually kind of believe from pure rhodium? I have a conspiracy that, like, all my internet people that I know aren't actually real. And that you are all, like, Google-generated people.
Hello, Alex.
Like the Matrix.
Would your guess be then that we're like this is a program, like we aren't real people, or that we're like the actors that the program brought in? Like what's
the
pretend with us right now?
Like when you like text us, it's like with an AI, but we're just actors.
Yeah. It's kind of both. Like you're computer generated actors.
That's what that's what this is. We're getting told stuff to say by like a writer's room.
But Alex, you have one. So what does that mean? Does that mean the viewer is the person, the main character?
Viewer, you are the chosen
you.
one.
It's you.
It's you,
Dude.
Austin.
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 Mark.
Go to your parents' room right now and do what you need to do. Austin. Do it,
Mark.
Austin.
Do it, Austin. Go to your parents' room. We can't tell you what to do, but you know what you have to do.
You know what it is.
Mark, you have to go to youtube.com and watch 1988 Red Sox highlights. Just trust me, you have to. The answer's in there.
The answer is in the 98 highlights.
Keep watching it.
Yes.
All right.
That was a fun bit. Calling out viewers directly.
I love that. Okay. So, if you guys don't want to get into this, that's okay. Just one more question. Playthrough asks, what's the creative process like? Do you get a funny idea and bounce it off each other and script it out, or is it largely improvised, or a little of both?
Oh, I know who this is.
Playthrough?
Yeah, that's the one I did the Sea of Thieves video with.
Oh, yeah, I see a Sea of Thieves picture for them.
Guy, little pirate guy.
Well, I already know that Trent is Mr. Improv over here.
Yeah. What is the creative process like? I've talked about this a little bit. It's kind of, for a lot of my videos, I usually come up with kind of a mundane thing, and then I kind of like make something wacky happen with it. And I feel like that's a pretty, baseline place to start. Like the neighbors video, I love my neighbors. They're the best. You're getting the mail, and then your neighbors are asking you questions, and they're watching you all the time. Like, it's just kind of taking a normal thing and running with it. Or I'm trying to think. Or just taking an idea that you have, just like a random thought, and just kind of turning it into one of those mundane things. So like the 1,000 crimes, I was just thinking like, oh, people just kind of commit crimes every day. Like, you're just like speeding, or you jaywalk. Like, you just do like little crimes every day. So I was like, what if there was like, if the police tracked that somehow?
Yeah, it's like
that's kind
the
of
olden days when they're like, "Oh, you're the 100,000th shopper."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You get a
That's
prize
kind of where I
for it.
got that idea. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And is there a second part to that? Do you get initially? Oh no, yeah. I was like, do you get an initially funny idea and bounce it off each other and script it out, or is it largely improvised? A little of both. Yeah. I mean, if you're collabing, usually that's what it is. It's like you kind of like pick a starting point and then you run with it, or yeah.
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 Yeah. What I think is, it has to be a little bit of both, because when you come up with an idea, your mind starts racing, right? And you start thinking like, how could I make that funny, And then maybe you like start like thinking of a scene in your head. So it might not be like explicitly scripted, but it's kind of hard to have 100% purely improv video, because when you think of the concept, your mind immediately goes to the funny part, right? So like, well, at least
you have to have a start.
Pardon?
You have to have like a starting point. Like, no matter how like improvised or not improvised, there is always a start or one idea that starts it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, usually, like, for me, it'll be like a line or an interaction that is kind of what the whole sketch is built around, and then I have to figure out the beginning and end around it. That's usually how I do it. What about you, Michael?
All my stuff is pretty scripted. Basically, well, here, I'll start from the beginning. So my ideas usually, I'm sure a bunch of people are like this, but I have a enormous note in my phone that is all skit ideas, going back to like 2017. And every so often you pull out an old one and you're like, ooh, that was funny. I should do that. I thought about that 4 years ago. But it's just ideas, and you write it down. And you just when you have them, and I try to, like, if I have an idea, I write it down right then. And later I go back and I look at it, and there's a lot of hey, these ideas are my favorites. These are shootable. I could do these this week. I could do these, but I would need like much more planning. Like, I need to like get a room for this, and I need to like talk to a lot of people. I need to buy something. So there's a lot of stuff going into like what specifically happens, like for which ones I pick. But I try to, just like bang out a script. And I try to make a decision early on, like, okay, is this basically like a haiku? Is this like 30 seconds or like a minute? Or is this a full thing? And yeah, I basically just try to like go into it. A lot of times my actors are just my friends. And I've done a little bit of improv, but I'm trying to get better at it. I'm not very can do improv. I did improv in college. And a lot of my actors still do improv in college. A lot of my like roommates haven't graduated yet. And so I'm like capable of it, but I don't know, I get very stressed out when filming. I think I like to really just have everything like kind of locked. And it's like, well, look, if we can just say all the lines, it'll be a good skit in there. But it's like it's hard for me to like improv stuff. I can improv like deliveries. I can be like, okay, I'm gonna mess this line a little, I'm gonna change it. Like, I really just like the back and forth, I think, is so much of like what I write.
Yes.
Hard to just like kind of improv that without it becoming like, like kind of flapping, like, kind of nonsense. Which is annoying because I watch videos by people who do a lot of improv, and it's very good. And I'm like, okay, am I the biggest critic of me? And like, if I did an all improv video, would you two say that was normal? That did not look that different from your other videos? And I would be like, or would you guys be like, that one was kind of directionless? And I'd be like, of course it was. That's what I thought. So it's
it's usually
maybe it's a confidence thing.
Whenever
do
something
it.
is improv,
Do an improv video.
Want to
do it.
Because here's the thing that I think every time I see someone doing an improv type video, like, yeah, maybe you can tell that it's improv, but it never takes away from the humor. It usually adds to it, and it makes it feel relaxed. Because I noticed with my own videos, like if I'm trying to hit specific beats with like speech, and I have to script it, then it'll come off a little stiff. I mean, which is kind of unavoidable, because even if you do half the video, like one character is improv, you got to have the other guy reacting to it, so automatically second guy is scripted, right? Because you're reacting to the first guy's improv. You know what I mean?
I can see that.
But yeah, I think the only thing that could happen is that you have a lot more to edit, like a lot more time to edit, because maybe you just like we're in like flowing with it, or or it's just relaxed.
One downside to improvising stuff is if you do multiple takes, you can sometimes end up with dead ends, and that's not fun.
Oh,
that happens to me a lot. Where it's like in like take one, it's like, oh, we said like all this stuff, and we hit this beat, but we said something different at the end, and then trying to edit like take two into that, it's like no one says something that connects here. So you can kind of end up with these weird dead ends where you have to problem solve, which is fun. It is fun doing that, but it's just like you just kind of kick yourself. You're like, oh, why didn't I say it the same way? Like that would have just made it immediately easier. But
yeah, I get you.
That is a downside to improv, but I think the benefits outweigh that. I guess I don't know.
Something that I've been doing lately that I've been incorporating with making this shit is it'll be half scripted, so I kind of know the beats that I want to hit. But like I'll say like I'll get the line that I know that I can use, and then while I'm in that scenario, I'll say extra. So it's like if I cut this, then it's fucking whatever. It's on the cutting room floor, it's gone. But just like while I already have the camera up and I'm already in this position, I might as well say more shit. So That's something I've been trying, and those end up in the video more often than not.
I see.
You know what's interesting? I find that if you do 1,000 takes, the weird take is the best one. You know, you could do 1,000 takes where you're like, "Where's my water? Where's my water? Where's my water?" And then in one of them, you're like, "Where's my water?" And that's like that's the best one. It was weird. It was different. Yeah,
Where's my water?
But I genuinely flubbed and kept going. That's always the best take for some reason.
Yes, because it feels real.
Improv's crazy. You guys like I don't know. You guys don't both do like improv. Like Alex, you don't do too much improv, right? Your videos times.
I've been doing it more and more. I know it sounds scripted a lot because I'm reacting to myself, so it comes off as scripted a lot of times.
That's a tough thing about filming with yourself.
Yeah, I got no people to film sketches with.
It looks easy. You guys make it look very easy. I've tried it a little bit before and was like, I don't know. I just found myself cutting. I think I'm also like an unconfident editor. I think I'll always cut more. Be like, this is going on too long. This is an interesting thing. Insecurity hour. I'm so bad at editing myself. Trying to put myself in more videos. Like I used to not hardly be in any, and now I'm like trying to be in each video, or if not one, the next one. I'll like cut my own shit all the time because I'm like, if I find myself improving, I'm like, no, I'm like, this isn't, it's not working. I'm not saying that to get like a compliment. I'm saying that because it's like, I have to bring someone in and be like, watch this, please. And then they're like, that was good. And I'm like, I like it now. I didn't like it until I knew someone else like actually like, no, it's fine. So it's like, I don't know, it's interesting, but I think that's stopping me from doing a lot of improv. And also that I feel like there's like a production value I always try to shoot for. I'm worried that it would be really hard to do that and genuinely like freewheel with it, you know? Because I really like to plan out my shots, if that makes sense.
It makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I get the same way too.
Here's something I did once. One time I improv'd an idea. I had a script half written, and then I recorded myself doing improv with my friend. Think, what are some bits we could do? And we just off the cuff did stuff. I took the recording, wrote down the best stuff we said, and wrote a script around it. And then we just recreated it. That's fun. That's worked for me really well, because that's like I have a skit I'm working on right now. That's all me going upstairs and being like, "Hey, can we riff? Like this sounds weird, but can we just riff an idea for like 25 minutes?" And we did it for 10, and it's like the funniest script I've made in a while. And now we're like making it for real, and I'm like so hard to do stuff alone.
That sounds like the
so
Joel
difficult.
method. Like find a collaborator and then just like go. Because like every time I've made something with Joel, it usually goes like that, where it's just I remember asking him first video we did, like the dads in the backyard. I was like, "Is there anywhere you want to go with this?" He's like, "Yeah, let's just go." And I'm like, "Okay." Because like I couldn't see him, right? He was just on the phone, so it's just like, "Oh God, okay." So, but it ended up coming up with some fun stuff out of nowhere, because, I mean, he's also just very skilled, but not to take away from how good that method is.
Yeah.
Is that what you do, Trent? Do you just kind of point and go when you improv something?
Yeah, I mean, you need like you always need a start point, but or like like a beat you want to hit or whatever. But yeah, you just kind of run with it.
Do you like have like an outline drawn out? Because that's what I tried to do, was like be like, okay, we'll do this, and then we'll do this, and then we'll end here, and then like every connective. Is it like that, or?
No.
I'm so interested in this.
I've never used an outline really.
I do an outline myself. You go, Trent.
No, just think I like. It's very rare that I'll like even write or draw anything for it. a couple of my videos or like the audio skits I used to do, those I would write like some of them, just because like one of them's a poem, so I was like, I need that to like rhyme. I'm not Eminem, I can't freestyle. So
We'd love
there's
to
that
hear
one.
it
It's like,
if you wanted to try.
you guys would let me freestyle. Oh man.
Yeah. Throw down some
No.
hot rhymes.
No, I can't.
Do it.
What was I gonna say though? I think just a general
you-
point about
your
improv
poem.
is, well, oh yeah.
Go.
I think like improv it's just better for dialogue, I think. Just in general, like when you're working with someone, it's just like when you're talking, you improv. Like every conversation you have is improv. You don't write it down or anything. So it's just like oh my God, it's a big gust of wind. Yeah.
Dude, you said
Sorry.
that talking is improv, and now I got nothing.
I know.
Yeah.
I
said that.
started saying and
Breathing manually now.
Trent ruined the podcast.
That's crazy.
we gotta throw our scripts out.
Yeah, you went off
I was
script.
yeah. The episode 3 script busted. Don't need it.
Scripted bathroom break.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scripted that you have the same camera as me.
It's also yeah. The props department really went all out for this one.
Yeah, they did. All right, guys.
The Girl Scout cookies in the back, a little detail.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it?
Wait, this is a wordless outro.
What?
I'm kind of scared. I weirdly feel like
I
I'm
don't
gonna
wanna.
hear like an explosion outside,
I don't want to
and,
go.
and then Alex's thing is gonna turn off.
It's just gonna go white.
I'm just gonna see like yours will turn off, and then Trent will duck under his table, and then you'll rise up doing this, and I'm
Oh
like,
my. I'm not ready to go, but
he's coming.
he's coming.
All right, boys. I think that's good.
This has been a lot of fun.
The script says I have to wave my hand goodbye.
Trent, that's not
No,
how you wave.
I'm
You're
not doing
rotating at
this.
the wrist.
Oh,
Twisting.
You're twisting your hand. Oh,
it's
see,
because
this
the
is
man's twisting my hand
you
to end
need
the
to do that
show.
improv. Do an improv wave because it's too contrived. There you go. Now he's improv.
They
One hand
improvised the
clap.
wave.
Well, thank you for joining us today, Michael. It was nice to have you.
Of course.
Yeah,
It's
good to have you,
delightful.
Mike.
If you guys ever want me back, I love to erupt and talk over people too much.
Dude, that's the nature of Discord. It's such a fucking mess. We do that
Yeah.
between the two of us. So with three
Yeah.
people, it's a whole ass mess. Bye, guys.
Good to have you, Michael. Always welcome.
Laundries.
Bye, listeners. Thank you for your service, listener.
Thank you for your
The
service.
service of listening to us.
I love you. Bye.
Give you a hug goodbye. Drive safe.